Hey, welcome. Hello. And oh my gosh, that was so quick. I didn't even click the go live buttons on Instagram yet. Well, hello and welcome to Star Wars Culture Live episode. Oh my God, I typed it, but I don't even remember what I typed. 64, 65, something like
64,
that.
I think.
60, something like that. But welcome. This is our, in case you couldn't tell from Marty's extremely slick look there. This is our Mandalorian and Grogu reaction episode. So we're gonna get right into it soon. But first, who are we? We are if this is your first time tuning in, we are Star Wars Culture Live. We are what we like to call a positive podcast. We know that the internet can be a dark, toxic place, especially the Star Wars internet, as far as that's concerned. There he is. And so we like to be the opposite of all that. We like to celebrate what we love about Star Wars, the fans, media, cosplay, whatever, Star Wars culture, whatever is surrounding Star Wars at the moment that we're excited about. We like to celebrate it. So that's what we're doing. And this episode here is all about the movie, the Star Wars movie that just came out in theaters, The Mandalorian and Grogu. So our normal structure will be a little thrown out the window here. We just want to talk about the movie. So instead of our normal "what you up to" segment, obviously we know what you've been up to. We've been watching the movie. So tell me for what you up to. Tell me, like, how many times did you see the movie? Did you get any popcorn buckets or souvenirs or anything? Tell me your Mandalorian and Grogu movie experience.
All right. So, unfortunately, I only got to see it once, but it was great. Although I didn't get a bucket or anything like that, I just went to my local Cinemark and just watched it. I had perfect seat and everything. I brought a little notebook with me to take a little bit of notes in the dark. Luckily, the notes actually looked decent enough for me to transcribe and put it into my large
More legible.
journal.
Nice.
Yeah, more legible. Yeah. But I only saw it once. Didn't get any good souvenirs from it except the ticket stub. But it's a movie experience that I really enjoyed, nonetheless.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, same. I did luckily get to see it twice. I went Thursday night. I knew I was not going to survive Friday without spoilers or anything. So I had to see it Thursday. And the so I went to see it with my stepson Thursday. Why do I look green compared to you? What is this? This will always freak me out.
Well, you're the Grogu to my Mandalorian.
It's fine. Yeah, he's right here. Speaking of, I got so I went ham on these popcorn buckets. So first, very cool. Because of my nerdiest stepdad following, Regal Cinemas actually sent me a popcorn bucket. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it behind me. It's the Walker with Mando scaling up the side. I'm not going to put popcorn in that. It's a fun model to have. I was not able to spend $800 on the or $1,000 on the Lego AT-AT Walker, but this one's pretty sizable. It's like a cool thing for my display. And I as soon as I saw it, I was like, man, I want that a lot. So I was lucky enough to get that, and then when I went to see it with my stepson, I ended up getting, I don't know why, but I ended up getting the Grogu popcorn bucket. It's so cute. The pose is so cute. He's just sitting there waiting. And I am also drinking my beverage this evening from a nice Mandalorian sippy cup with the straw. Nice. And this one probably won't last forever, especially if I keep using it, but it's still fun. And then I don't know if you can see right up there, there's a tin popcorn bucket that I got the second time I saw it. They had those bigger ones. They had like smaller ones at Cinemark, and then we went to see it at Regal, and they had this bigger bucket that I might use it as like a light trash can at work. So that could be fun. But yeah, like you said, I very much, it was a movie going experience. It's been a long time since we got to see a new Star Wars movie in the theater. Like we went to see obviously we had the anniversary re-releases of things like episode 3 or things like that, but this was a new movie that we've not seen before, and it was exciting.
Yes.
All right. So let's just jump right into it, start talking about the movie. I will do the little spoiler alert here. Mandalorian and Grogu. This entire episode is about the Mandalorian and Grogu, and we're gonna say spoilers and plot points and things that you probably don't want to hear. So, if you haven't seen it, turn this podcast off, go see the movie, and then come back and listen to this podcast afterward. It'll be on YouTube. Eventually, it'll probably be on Spotify, but we're a little behind on that right now, and other podcast places. But we'll get there. But it'll be on YouTube and possibly Facebook. I don't remember if it stays up there, but anyway,
Yeah, it stays there.
Star Wars Culture Live on YouTube. Safest place to go find it. But anyway, yeah. So let's start with a basic summary. I don't know if you want to rate it out of 10, sure, or just in general. Like, what'd you think? Just broad strokes before we get into the details.
Well, if we have to do a rating, I will actually say this is about an 8 out of 10. Honestly, it's a lot better than really what all these other, news sources criticize and complain about this movie. Like, I was going in thinking, like, why is this such a flop? Like, I was expecting it to be a flop. It literally felt like a fun, Mandalorian adventure.
Yeah.
Was it like the TV series? Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah. I mean,
yeah. What did
I
people
didn't see
expect?
a problem with it. They're right. Like, were they expecting like Thrawn to just suddenly appear and start a war? No, that's not going to happen.
Right. I don't. Yeah. Well. Yeah. We'll get into that. But yeah, that's kind of where I landed on it. I just you go in expecting. I hate this color situation so much. I don't know what's bothering me so much about it, but I hate it. Just can't figure it out. Someone who knows lighting, tell me how to fix this. But yeah, yeah, it's overall like it just felt like it. You have the show, The Mandalorian, and then you have a movie coming out called The Mandalorian and Grogu, and like what I know there were rumors at one point like it was going to be the culmination, like the Avengers Endgame of this Mandoverse series, but it was pretty clear in the past, I don't know, 6 months that was not what it was going to be. It's the Mandalorian and Grogu. They never showed any inkling of. They showed the huts. They showed Embo. They showed the bounty hunter world that they they set your expectations, I thought, in a pretty healthy parameter. And I don't understand. I honestly, what I think is just that negative clicks get more traction than positive clicks, and people love to hate Star Wars, especially Star Wars fans. So I think they just had these negative headlines ready to go, and then they had someone go watch the movie and see like, oh, what can we write negative about this, and then just throw it up there. And then of course it's going to get some traction from the people who love to hate Star Wars. So that's all the store that I set by those, and I just thought it was exactly what I expected. They had this adventure. They touched on the bigger things a little bit, like the New Republic and their plans to go after the remnants and things like that. But ultimately, it was about the Mandalorian and Grogu and their relationship and their development and how things are right now after the third season ended, like where they're at in their training and their relationship, their like their combat relationship, like their mission readiness with each other. I thought that was fun stuff to see.
Yeah.
Do you want to go just like are your I didn't take notes. Are your notes like chronological through the movie?
I wouldn't say too chronological, but it's it's enough to where I can kind of make sense of where we are in the story. So it's somewhat I guess you could say it's kind of somewhat chronological.
Okay. Yeah. Just why don't you why don't you lead? Just go through your notes that you have there, and I'll jump in if I have things that I have. They're all in my brain somewhere, but I didn't write anything down, and I'll just be reactive. And if I have something, I'll jump in after you, and then we can if
Okay.
we have anything left at the end, I'll we can party.
Okay. Let's
Oh, and
let's
if
start
you're
with
watching or listening, like feel free to put your thoughts and your reactions and stuff, anything in the chat. We're here to discuss things with you, with each other, but also with you. So if you have any thoughts or opinions or reactions to the movie, go ahead and throw them in there. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Let's talk about basically the introduction to our heroes of the movie. The opening scenes before the guess what? Opening credits. We have freaking opening credits. But let's go back to the beginning of this.
It didn't even like register the first time I saw the movie. It didn't even register. I was like, wait a minute. This is the I didn't even register until I heard somebody talking about it afterward. That this was the first one that ever had those.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that. I was like, I saw after it said the Mandalorian and Grogu, then it went to the nice Apocalypse Now shot, and then Pedro Pascal. I was like, oh, I've heard about this. I didn't think it was real. And all the credits roll by.
I know that guy.
Everyone going in. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. The first movie ever in Star Wars to have an opening credit. But going back to the beginning of this, of them going after the warlord, that was pretty cool. Like, I saw that, believe it or not, on Friday when I was playing the Star Wars Fortnite experience thing where you go to Navarro.
Yeah,
they have
I did that too.
Clip right there. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, this is good. It's like watching it again in theaters. Watching it again in theaters, I was like,
it was wild to me that they showed, I don't know why, but I just assumed that a shot with those AT-ATs, like that type of action would be way more like important to the overall plot of the movie. Like it would be later. I did not expect that in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, no, seriously, like the way it was marketed and everything, you would have thought that was the part of the climax here, but no.
Yeah. Nope.
It sucked you into one of their many adventures they probably went on between season 3 and this movie.
Yep.
I thought it was funny though. How the warlord was literally, just telling everyone on that planet, you're gonna give your money to me. We're gonna raise the price. We're not gonna protect you more, but we're raising our prices. And then all of a sudden, Mando comes in, breaks things, and he gives every one of those people a blaster. He's like, "All right, you're on your own. Bye."
Lay down cover fire.
Lay down cover fire, and then as soon as Mando steps in, they're like, "He's right. He's right over there.
That way.
That way. That."
They gave him up so fast. It was very funny. Nice.
Oh yeah,
excellent comedic timing there.
I feel like if it's anything, it's better to it saves their lives. One, because Mando doesn't have to shoot them. Two, they get rid of the crime lord. Things might be a little bit better for those people.
I mean, at the very least, they're just not paying money for nothing,
Right.
They weren't protected before, so why? I mean, why would they keep paying? And also, like, obviously that guy can't even protect himself if one dude is like wrecking all his forces and up to his meeting room or whatever.
Yeah. I gotta say, not just this opening sequence, but like the movie in its entirety, the puppeteering of Grogu is like really good. I feel like it's even better than the television series, which is weird because it's kind of the same thing, but everything just felt.
The Anzellans.
Yeah, the Anzellans, man. But like Grogu, the way he was just patting on Mando's helmet, is like, "Hey, hurry up! The bombs are exploding."
Yep.
Click, 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 click.
Yep.
I got like such Muppet vibe.
Yep. And also, I got very much like toddler parenting vibes from that. Like every parent knows that feeling of like your kid being like, "Mom, mom, 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 dad, 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 dad. I need this right now. I need your attention right now for this thing." And his was actually important. Like the bombs are going to explode. Usually it's like, "I need a snack." It's like, you are going to be fine for the 5 minutes that I need to finish this. You will figure it out. But yeah, that's like the obvious puppeteering doesn't take you out of the action. It like enhances it and makes it more Star Wars.
Yeah, it does.
Like original Star Wars is full of like puppets and things. That it's like
he was kind of cute though. The way he was walking, it was just kind of cute.
Yeah, legitimate. It's like
And then, I know we've seen the cockpit of the AT-AT before, but this is the first time, I believe, right, that we've seen the actual
like the back
bulk hull, of it. To which, no surprise, it looks the way I thought it would. Just little cargo nets and some extra
mostly
places
storage,
for them to stand around. Yeah.
And that gave him gave Mando his iconic hallway scene. Luke got one, Vader got one, Mando gets one, and it's in an AT-AT.
I feel like he was jealous. He's like, all right, he had his hallway fight. I could do this.
Luke, that Jedi guy got to do this. I could. All right, now that these are guys that I can actually take out.
I guess the one problem I had with this scene, and really kind of the whole movie, is like I didn't see any blaster burns where he was shooting them, like on the white armor. I was like, "There's no blaster burn."
Okay, like I did not notice. They just they just like fall away, or
it's like he shoots them and they just fall. And I guess sometimes you can kind of hide it, but there's one he shot directly in the chest and he falls backwards. So I was like, okay, he shot him.
Probably have a mark there.
Yeah, but that's a small criticism on my end, just because I do look for those weird details in it. But nothing that really took me out of the movie, honestly, until I was thinking about it afterwards.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, no blaster burns, but I didn't care. I was all up for the action, and really, people won't pay attention to that, really. I just happen to be one of those people that did.
Yeah. I mean, we're how many podcasters do you think we're in the? Well, I mean, depending when you saw it, I mean, there might have been a lot.
There was not really a big crowd in my audience.
Oh,
I would say at least 20 people max.
Wow. Were you at a weird time, or?
It was 1:10 on Memorial Day, but the movie theater itself was always packed. Like
people
were
Monday?
going to see, but people were going to see like the Detective Sheep or whatever that movie is with Hugh Jackman. Devil Wears Prada and some other movie. I was like, okay, so everyone's going to see other movies but Mandalorian. Maybe they're going to the 1:30 showing.
I think maybe you missed the nerd rush. Would have been on Thursday and Friday, and then by Monday all the nerds saw it once, maybe twice, and then so it's time for the general public to get in their movie time since they're off work.
That's probably it. Although nice though, it's like as little as people as there were, I didn't have anyone sitting next to me on my left or my right, so I had the whole kind of little section, 2 armrests to myself.
Love it. That's the dream. Oh my god.
Moving on, we get Zeb, who picks up Mando, and first time we see Zeb in the movie flying his U-wing. And I love it. He's just like, it'd be easier if you just captured him, right? The way it leads us to more people.
Yeah, you get the bad guy, and he tells us things that lead to more bad guys, or whatever he says. We're like, Zeb, it's not that simple, and you know it. After
Right.
all those seasons of Rebels, you know that your own missions have gone wrong. Don't be giving him shit.
Yeah, it's like he forgot or something.
Yeah. What, would you forget how you normally remember that one episode where you and Ezra were the ones in charge? It was basically like they put the kids in charge. Remember how that went? Jesus.
And then we go to our opening credits, and then we're on a Delphi base, which looks more tropical than I remember.
It looks exactly like Scarif to me.
Didn't
it? Looks
like
a map from Scarif on Battlefront 2. It looked exactly like that.
Yeah, like I saw palm trees. I saw the way the clear water was, the way the lighting was hitting it. It was different than it was in season 3.
Yeah.
Then again, they probably just didn't do wider shots because that would cost more money for CGI production. But I don't know. I was just like, this is interesting.
Yeah. I was looking at it. I just almost, probably even subconsciously, I was just like, oh yeah, this is Scarif. Scarif is not there. Scarif.
Yeah.
I mean, the planet's still there, but they're not.
Part of Scarif is missing.
Yeah. A chunk.
A chunk of it, yeah. Although I thought it was funny, the random shot of Dave Filoni. Like, it was just nice. And just that random shot of Dave drinking.
It was so obvious. Like, it wasn't even like subtle. They were just like, hey, he's in the movie. All right.
Seriously. And then the whole time in that base, I was sitting there looking for Carson Tave. I was like, where is he?
Yeah. Where's he at?
He wasn't there.
He was busy. He's on patrol or something.
He was busy. Would make sense.
Yeah, that's where I want to hang out. It was weird, though, to me, as a person who, I don't know, is in the military. It was weird that everyone was in their pilot uniform, except for Dave Filoni. Like, everyone was drinking, hanging out in uniform, and like I was like, so is there no rule about like getting drunk in uniform for you guys, or like what's the dealio here?
I guess where they're in the outer rim.
I guess like you just have to be ready to go at any point.
Flying drunk, like, hey, we're gonna go get these guys.
We're gonna get. Hey, take it. R2, take autopilot for a minute. Just let me get a little nap.
Yeah,
it's hyperspace. I mean, depending on the journey, it could be a while. You could sleep it off. Get some calf in your X-wing.
Some calf, some ibuprofen or something.
Yeah, there you go. They got a kit in there. They got a med kit, and then they got a hangover kit or a drunk kit. You know what? You could probably take a shot of Bacta or something and just heal, like just cure drunkenness right there. It's Star Wars. Like they have a Bacta tank to heal these like advanced injuries. They probably have a thing where it's like, oh, your faculties are like affected by a chemical. Like here, just take a little shot of this and you're sober again. Like they probably have that. I'm looking.
Yeah, maybe that'd be something there. Like, the hangover cure right here.
Mm-hmm. That'd be funny.
I feel like we got it sidetracked there, but
oh yeah, my fault.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, we meet.
Right. No,
we're Colonel Ward.
Yeah, we finally meet Colonel Ward. That we see basically how it plays out in all the trailers where she gives him the mission.
It doesn't give Grogu the snacks.
Yeah, it doesn't give him the snacks. I just like the little look she just gives him. She's like, seriously? Like, you've done this before. Stop it.
Like, this is not her first time interacting with them.
No. Although it makes me wonder when she took over. Like, she probably had it taken over between season 3 and the movie.
she's not like in charge of the whole New Republic. Maybe she's just in charge of. I'm not exactly sure where her authority, like where she lies in the hierarchy. Like she's a colonel. There are probably many colonels. Like she's obviously like the boss around a Delphi base, but it seems like maybe she has some tactical authority above that. Because like she did clearly say like, let me talk to the bosses, see if I can get you a bonus or something. But
maybe it's the sector.
But yeah,
the Delphi sector.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's kind of. I thought it was kind of nice of the New Republic to give him this new Razor Crest when we finally see that. She's like, "Here you go. Here's your reward plus, a start, a pay for your next mission,
an advance on this other thing that we need you to do."
To which honestly made sense because they're like, okay, why does he keep killing these people? Oh yeah, because he has an N1 starfighter here. He can't fit people.
Yeah, what is he gonna do?
And
yeah, that's fair.
And so I was like, well, they probably just need to give him his Razor Crest back, and that's probably the only thing he'd want to fly. He wouldn't want to fly anything else.
Yeah, he wouldn't. I feel like he probably wouldn't be as good at outrunning Imperial squads if he was flying anything else. Like he knows how that thing moves.
Yeah. Although it's interesting to know that this was Din's original Razor Crest was more heavily modified than we'd expect, because Ward even said this is all stock. So good luck with that, basically.
Yeah, it was funny how he still was how they had to like they had to rip off an entire panel, like the safety panel, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, perfect." It's like, what?
I'm a pilot, not a mechanic.
Yeah, that's funny. Classic. And then there. Did you? Were you going to mention their sweet action hero walk side by side?
Yeah.
What the hell? They made such a
funny though.
Like they were.
Yeah, it's how they are promoting the new Hasbro series figures now with Din and Zeb. You can get a double pack, and that was the shot they used.
Oh my god! Yeah, they it's like they like if you're thinking about the characters, like that doesn't happen by accident. Like you don't accidentally walk side by side with that swagger right next to somebody like through a whole. It doesn't just happen. You both have to be like on board for like, hey, we look pretty fucking cool right now. Let's keep this up.
That was, I don't know. This whole scene was kind of giving me some weird like Top Gun, Maverick and Goose vibes here.
Absolutely. It's like the volleyball scene is next.
Yeah, right. I was expecting. It's like, okay, are they gonna play a game?
Yep.
Mando still wearing his helmet, but he's got his shirt off or something. The volleyball.
I feel like they make comics or like cartoons about that. Memes, cartoon memes about that. All right, what else you got? What's
all right, then we're gonna fly
the job.
Yep, takes the job to find this mysterious. What is it? What is it? General coin? Was it general? No.
Oh my god.
Coin?
Command. Nope. I just watched. Yeah. I hate this. Whatever.
Anyway, takes the mysterious coin. They capture the mysterious coin. Well, first she's got to go to Nal Hutta.
Lord coin?
Lord John. Lord John.
Lord Jameis. Lord John.
Johnny. Jeez Louise.
Whatever. We'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out. We'll get
Someone
there when we get there.
Chat. What are we missing?
Yeah, so we go to Nalhutta, which looks actually cleaner than it did in Clone Wars, which is interesting, which is our background too. It's the Clone Wars
Yeah.
version. It's very
Yep.
smoggy in Clone Wars, but it looks like the smog has lifted.
Yeah, it's like
A
the
little bit.
smog is part of the like the distant atmospheric environment in this one, not like a local like, oh, there's some smog here. Like it's like it's
Yeah,
part of the clouds or like the sky color generally. It's not like part of your immediate surrounding.
yeah. So which I guess would make sense because people would be like, "Why is it so like so yellow?"
Yeah.
People wouldn't understand. I guess. I feel like they're always trying to. I don't want to say appease the general audience, but they're trying to make it more visually attractive, make it easier to
Sure.
follow.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh, so they go to Nalhutta. The droid Gatra is hired by the twins to, protect them. They fly them in, and we see the
Um,
twins, which we haven't seen since Book of Boba Fett.
right, and it didn't even occur to me, like, I don't know how much the twins knew about who all Boba Fett hired, but the twins and Mando were already on opposite sides of one conflict.
Yeah,
And
seriously, it's
so, like, did Mando remember that, or did the twins remember that, or already know that, and, like, resent his involvement in that? Like, was there some prior, uh, feelings there, or was this just a coincidence that they
I maybe they just set things aside, just like, well, he is a bounty hunter, so we can't really feel personally bad about this. He's just doing a job.
right. And,
It's like if we had a
but
little bit
they
more money.
so it was kind and, I guess they did just give the job to the New Republic. They didn't No, because they requested him specifically, didn't they? They said they will only tell you the location. Or was that just they'll only tell the person who they hire the location?
I think it's the person who they hired the
Okay, so
location.
they might not have known that it was gonna be Mando. So then they saw him
Maybe.
arrive and they're like, "Oh, it's this motherfucker."
You're right, but then they already had all this like knowledge of like who Mando was. They know who Grogu was. They know the Mandalorian culture. Like they had it ready to go to like,
Yeah.
yeah, you work for us now.
Yeah.
Twitch. I mean, I thought it was interesting that they spoke basic. Like I guess this is kind of makes sense a little bit because later on that's all Rada spoke was basic. But
Yeah.
uh I think it in a way it helps the general audience who don't want to read subtitles the whole time of Huttese, and you don't have a protocol droid there to translate, although it doesn't matter because
Probably could.
Mando spoke Huttese.
Yeah. Also that. Dude speaks like what, 3 or 4 different languages? He speaks
Yeah, none of
Tuscan,
the
he speaks
important ones.
Huttese.
I was
Yeah.
It just needs
In the
binary. He'd be
galaxy
good.
wide. Yeah. He
Although that
definitely doesn't
seems to
speak
be a hard
binary.
language.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny. Like I'm surprised Zeb hadn't taught him because he had to learn how to speak binary all through Rebels.
Oh, from
Because I
Chopper?
remember, yeah, because I remember he's like, I don't even know what you're saying. Till later, it's like, I think I understand what you're saying. To like, okay, I
Uh,
understand you now.
yep. Long enough. Um, okay, so then they get there, they get the job. I loved how they showed the little hologram of baby Rada. Like, they showed,
Yes,
like, the real life version, like, just a little image to connect the Clone Wars baby Rada with
it
how he would look in real in live action, and then that something that it would grow into big boy Rada.
right. Although it's baby Rada, pretty darn cute. Kind of what I
Yep,
thought he'd look
still.
like. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so then he takes the job. It's funny, is like they're like, this is the last picture we have of him. Of course, he's not. They're not going to show him a more recent picture. It would kind of probably delay Mando even accepting the job. Then,
Yeah. I mean, they also might not have one. Like if they're,
maybe.
I don't know. He's pretty famous. Like they would probably see it on international news.
Yeah, I mean,
I
considering
don't
I think
know
it was.
exactly how the.
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
No, yeah. Did they get news from Shikari or whatever their, what's the name of the planet?
Yeah, Shikari.
Shikari. Did they get news from there or?
Right. Well, I mean, we do learn something about the twins at the end of the movie, but we'll get to that point later.
Yeah.
So he takes the job, then he goes to Shikari, which is basically Star Wars meets 1920s Prohibition Chicago. Literally,
Yes.
kind of looked like Chicago all throughout, the way the buildings were structured and all that. I was like,
Also,
really
it also
nice.
meets Stranger Things soundtrack with that like EDM music. It was loved it.
Yeah, let's pause the movie part like there. Let's talk about that music. Like this music, man, he knew what he was doing.
Oh yeah. He knew he had a solid he already like had a solid foundation of everything from the show, and then he just stepped it up and he just like built off of it for the movie. And also just like went in like completely different directions, like this EDM thing for Shikari. Like he knew that was his moment to be like, people are going to be focusing on this music here, and what do I want it to be? I want it to be this, to like give this planet a whole different vibe.
Listen, I don't think I would be as upset if this movie didn't win any awards, but it better win music. Okay, that's the only one I would definitely be mad about.
At least a nomination. Like I understand that it's only like May, but
yeah,
at least a nomination. I would hope.
But I mean, you got to think though. It seems like Ludwig's on a streak where any movie that he does, he ends up winning the music award anyway. So we got to continue this legacy.
It's true. You got to keep that streak going, man.
But back to the movie. Isn't it funny that Shikari is 1920s Prohibition Chicago, but if you think about it, Shikari and Chicago almost kind of sound the same.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to make sure that I'm not misremembering the name of the Shikari planet. Yeah. Okay, Shikari featured in 2010. Yeah. It kind of does sound like Chicago.
I think they did that on purpose, because who do we meet there later on is Rada the Hutt, who's played by Jeremy Allen White, who plays in the show The Bear, which takes place in Chicago.
Yep.
We're
like almost done with season 1 of The Bear. We're getting through it, but we're both also so tired after putting the kids to bed that we're like, it's one of those shows where you have to be locked in. You can't just be like zoning out.
But yeah, I thought that was just kind of funny. It's like, I wonder if they did that connection on purpose.
Okay, then we meet Rada. This is a part where I had to say that I had to put some stuff on hold for me for enjoyment, because I just did not think that the CGI went like the CGI and puppeteering in the same shots, like they did it really well, but just conceptually it was still weird. Like, not the shots where like, I don't know, you just see part of Rada's body and Grogu is like on his belly or whatever. Those shots were fine, but like you see like Grogu being all puppety, and then you turn over here and Rada is like just extremely CGI and moving like we've never seen Hutts move before. Like all the Hutts, like they were in it was a little weird. it took me out of it. Like every hut that we've ever seen in live action, at least, has been very slow, not moving, like a very stationary. It's their personality and their like immense like socio political power that gives them their edge, not like their physical prowess. And so seeing them be all physical was a weird change, I think. But there is
Yeah,
context for it in Clone Wars. Like Zero is a very mobile hut, and
but even then,
other
his
yeah.
movement is just like he's just scooting when he
Yeah,
was.
he's not fighting, like they're not wrestling like the twins were fighting Rada at the end, or uh even the ones like when Maul, was it Maul and Savage who went in and wrecked all those huts and
Yeah,
the Shadow Council. Yeah, those huts, like they had no fight in them. They just kind of sat there and were terrified. Like they don't, that's not their thing. Um so yeah. Um it was just it was a little strange, and I had to suspend my disbelief for a moment. It
that's
was
fair.
new.
Yeah, it's like I've never saw a hut move like that. How do I take it?
Yeah.
It's like
Like I have to
new
remind
information.
yeah. It sends up a little ugh, that's weird, like every time. But
Yeah,
it was all right.
yeah.
Gladiator scenes
Although,
made up for it.
yeah, I would say the way he moved in the gladiator arena, the Dejaric arena, made up for that, especially with him rolling around like a gator. Gator roll
Oh,
smash.
also, yeah, the gator roll. I love how he was using his body, like his tail was a weapon, his weight was a weapon. Also, if you I know firsthand how Mandalorian armor fits on your body. It is not like a rolling cage that protects your midsection. Okay, if Rada landed on Mando like that, he's getting squashed. He's getting squashed between his chest plate and his back plate. Like the Beskar is going to be fine. The body in between those pieces of Beskar is not going to be fine. There's nothing keeping that Beskar from like crushing into his chest. Like I was like, there's
Yeah,
no that did not make any sense to
yeah,
me.
yeah. I was like, wait a minute, he would have been really squished. He would have been done. That
Yeah.
was it.
He doesn't like his armor is not like an exoskeleton.
No.
It's not like a cage in a car that it looks like it has rollover like protection. It's not structurally like protective like against squishing. That's not how it works.
Yeah. Uh, but I want to take it back just a little bit where we meet Hugo Durant, played by Martin Scorsese. I want to take it back
Oh
there because
yeah, the Ardenian.
the Ardenian, yep, who I'm sure if timeline wise he might be Rio's brother from Solo.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyway, I thought it was neat. One, like everyone's afraid of this crime lord. Everyone knows who Rada is because of the fights, but this guy is really scared. But the main thing that I took away from that scene is like I just want that dang sandwich.
The sandwich did look really good.
And you can make that, luckily, because I saw the video on YouTube from Jon Favreau, and I forgot the chef's name, but they made a version of it, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to
Good.
do that now."
Good.
But I like how he's like, "I don't want to give you any information." Gives you just a little bit of information afterwards after saying that.
Yeah,
Like,
by accident almost.
and then before we
Yeah.
meet Coin, we go back to him, uh, to Hugo, gets a little bit more information, and it's interesting that Salt is, like
The currency.
the currency there, basically. What everyone wants, which is interesting. It's
Couldn't you
weird.
just ship it from off-world? Like,
That's what I
couldn't
was
you just
thinking.
ship
Unless
it
import,
in from places where it wasn't rare?
right? Like I didn't. That was another thing that I didn't get was the whole salt thing.
Yeah, I would also be curious about the economics at play there. That's something I would nerd out about.
But I did love how Mando just tosses him a coin. He's like, "But I didn't give you any information. This is covering your expenses."
Grogu, that's for his
Grogu eating
tab.
you out.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I did enjoy Mando's bar scene, Mando's bar tavern brawl situation.
Yeah.
Make sure I didn't lose any pits. It's like, well, you could have jumped in a little sooner. You know, you knew he was there.
Speaking of, one of those pets in the cages, I found out is a character we have seen before in Skeleton Crew.
What?
And that's Fuzzball, the little orange like looking parrot thing.
Oh,
parrot monkey thing.
Yeah.
That was originally from Michael Jackson's movie. Can't remember the name of that movie. But yeah.
Oh, it looks like someone commented on Instagram. It looks like Favreau confirmed that is the brother. The Ardenian is the brother of the guy from Solo.
Nice. Okay. I figured. I was like, he's not old enough to be dad, but he looks old enough to be a brother if they both grew up together. But yeah, Fuzzball was in there. I was like, oh, Skeleton Crew connection.
Yeah, we got a little reference. And it's the same exact one or just the same species?
I think they said it's the same exact one. I found out through StarWars.com.
Nice. All right. Yeah, that's a reliable source, I think.
Which I guess would make sense because the last time we saw him was at that pirate base thing.
Yep.
Ooh. Man, I have to go back and watch Skeleton Crew now.
I know, right? I only watched through it once. I didn't go back. Could be good. Fun weekend summer activity.
Yeah.
All right. So then we get to I don't know. Get up to the I guess we already went back to.
Yeah, we went back. We can go forward now. After where they're in the arena together, we have all the Dejaric beasts come out.
And there is that Easter egg. I'm sure you noticed that the one move that the one beast does against the other beast is straight from the holo table in episode 4, like the original. It was those same two monsters. He did the same move. Like it was clearly like an Easter egg.
I was kind of like that Peter Griffin meme. He's like, yeah, he did the thing.
He did the thing. Yeah. I was so excited. My stepson had no idea what I was talking about. Like he's seen the original, but like not 80,000 times like I have, and like he doesn't have that ADHD visual memory bank that I have developed over 80,000 viewings. But yeah, I knew it. Also, why would you have that electro pet if your entire arena is dependent on the electricity? Like,
yeah,
that seems kind of dumb. Seems like a big yeah.
I guess one, he wasn't expecting Mando to join the battle. 2, them to make it that long.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of a lucky shot that he just like happened to go up there.
Yeah.
Get wrecked right on that panel or intersection of beams, whatever it was. But yeah, that situation what's it called? Not de-escalated. Deteriorated quickly.
Deteriorated.
Yeah. It did also escalate quickly. I was lucky.
Yeah. And then they escape. and then we have that cool little car chase.
Rada has the little car chase, and he's like, "Sorry, had to try."
Right.
Zeb's like, "Mm-mm-mm." That was funny.
Seems like such a dad thing. He's like,
Yep. And then after he's captured and he goes in the ship, first of all, like he could still refuse to go in the ship. Like, what are they gonna do? Shoot him? I don't know. He's like, how are they gonna get him in the ship? Two of them can't. First of all, they're on the run. Like, time is of the essence. I just feel like he didn't play all his cards there. I feel like he was resisting. He was half-assing his resistance.
Yeah, it's like, well, if I get caught, I get caught, I guess.
Yeah, you could spend all this time trying to get me into the ship, but if they come get you, then you don't want that. But also, I guess he also didn't want that. He'd rather be their prisoner than back in the killed by coin. So that's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. And then we find out Coin actually is the secret Imperial guy, just by name coincidence, because they only knew the first name with the Sabbat card, and then they knew the last name with the Sabbat card, and then Rada gives the first name. It's like, oh yeah, it's John Coin or Johnny Coin or whatever, something like that.
Janu, I think.
Janu, yeah, Janu.
Janu, and then Janu Coin, yeah. And then they go to his mansion, grab him. Very cool.
I'm glad that Zeb still has his bow rifle.
Yes, that was very satisfying to see him switch that back and forth. Then you get that chase scene with Grogu. It seemed to me exactly the same type of scene from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where Baby Groot was down there with the bomb that Rocket put together.
Yeah,
and he's like trying to figure out the buttons. It's like, bruh, don't. You have one button that's covered up. Don't push that one. And then all right, so they get we're at 52 minutes, so I'm trying to
we're not even halfway through.
I know. All right, let's see. So they get out of there, they get back to New Republic. They talk about relationships with the Hutts, blah 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 blah. And Embo comes and freaking kidnaps. Why didn't you just get Embo to go rescue
Rada in the first place? I guess they wanted I guess it was to do with New Republic business, or they wanted to give him fake information, I guess.
Yeah. I guess they wanted something from the New Republic to potentially get lost, or I don't know, because they're working with the Empire, right? So they don't want to risk their own guy. They want to risk the New Republic's guy.
To which Embo's new Anuba her name is Kaibu.
Did he lose the old one in the Clone Wars or something?
He lost Maruk around the end of the Galactic Civil War.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, I think it was just Pete. It was in the Aftermath trilogy books. I forgot which book it was in, but they mentioned it. I think it just went peacefully. It was just old.
Okay. Oh, it is a puppy. All right, it's fair. It was a clear. I hate to say this, but it was a clear illustration of why Din being worried about Grogu and the Anzellans was a clear disadvantage for him, because he was running out to protect them, and he wasn't, scanning the ground, or wasn't looking out for himself, or wasn't looking at. And I think if it was just one-on-one, him versus Embo, especially on Mando's home turf, I think it would have been a little different. But he had to make sure that Grogu and the Anzellans got out of there, like made a made an escape through the floor. And it just kind of distracted him throughout the battle. Like he can't fully focus if he's worried that something's going to happen to Grogu.
Yeah.
Also, I was worried for that one freaking Anzellan that got captured by I thought he was going to get torn to shreds. That must have been freaking terrifying.
Yeah. What was his name? Clang?
I don't know.
Clang.
I don't know any of that.
Yeah, I think it was Clang if I'm looking at it. Because 3 of them were originally from season 3, and then the new one, I think that was the new one that joined the group.
Gotcha. They were all voiced by the same person, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah. So Din gets captured, taken to the huts.
Taken to the huts, and then they do the thing, and then he delivers the hardest line in the movie, which is they're like, we have shamed you, and you'll be cast out from society, and then he goes, not if you all die. Oh shit. Like he has no bargaining power whatsoever. He doesn't have his helmet. He doesn't have anything. Also, them giving him his helmet was kind of a kind of a weak plot armor point. This is where his plot armor kind of comes in. Like, why would you do that? They wouldn't do that. They want to see him die.
I would have kept that as a souvenir.
Yeah, exactly. Or like,
I guess they had to find somebody to give Brendan Wayne some, more screen time himself. So they're like,
well, they had to give Mando like a chance, plot wise, story wise, to have a chance of escaping. Like, otherwise, they like he's not going to do that. He's not going to be able to do that without his helmet. He's not going to be able to do all the other fighting and everything without his helmet. Like,
he really relied on the thermal this movie.
Yeah, and just combat in general. Like, you can't have your, head exposed that much, and like that's how he controls things like his like targeting and his jetpack and things like that. Not that he had his jetpack for like half the movie, but also in the fight, maybe I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but in the fight in the forest, I like how both times, I think it was once in the forest and once in the temple at the end, he had trouble with the ones that looked like super battle droids or had old super battle droid parts. And I think that was a good callback to his origins. Like his first, when he was found by Mandalorians, by Death Watch, it was when he was about to get killed by a super battle droid. That was the most terrifying figure, which was also cool because the super battle droids in episode 2 were like a joke. But this made them seem like, oh, these are actually like super intimidating if you're not a freaking Jedi. And so that was cool in the Mandalorian show. And I feel like they did a good callback by making him have just a little bit more difficulty fighting each one. He can't just like kill him real quick like he does with the other ones. He has to like try. And it was like a little difficult. One of them like wrestled him a little bit and you weren't sure. Like, I was sure. We were sure. But
and for the people that don't know why he was wrestling droids like battle droids, B2 battle droids, super battle droids, is because the droid Gatra is basically a hodgepodge of old separatist battle droids who didn't get turned off after the Clone Wars and kind of started their own gang, and they kind of modified themselves a little bit.
That's kind of crazy. Like, I didn't think they would have that. Those factory produced battle droids would have that kind of like forward thinking creativity.
Right.
Kind of cool though. Also, those huge badass droids guarding the hut chamber, like the twins, like their last line of defense there at their door. They were pretty cool. They were old and slow, but they were like big boys.
Yeah,
and they did not die. Like even after he stabbed the guy in the eyeball, like he still like recovered and like opened the door up so that the other guys could chase him. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah. And then finally, the New Republic decides to join the fight after the Enzellans come back to rescue them.
Yeah, I think the circumstances had changed. Like, it wasn't a mission for the New Republic before, but Mando wasn't even on a mission. Mando and Grogu got kidnapped, and he was not only like their friend, but he was a huge asset. And it's also sending a message, like, you don't come into, well, I guess it was actually just, it was a kind of neutral territory. It was an independent system. It was Navarro, but you don't come kidnap a New Republic asset out of the control of from an independent system or anywhere in New Republic. You just don't do that. So they, not only was he their friend and they were loyal to him and he was loyal to them, no matter how much he refused to admit, but they couldn't, they had to send a message. You can't just mess with New Republic things and have them not respond. I think that was an easy call. I think also there were a number of pilots who would have just gone without permission if Colonel Ward hadn't been like, yeah, we're going to get him.
Right. I'm sure Carson would be like, hey, he's my friend. I got to go.
Yeah, Zeb's going, dude.
And Zeb's going. Carson's going. I'm sure Trapper would have gone with them anyway, just for the hell of it. And just because it's Dave Filoni.
Yep. He's, yeah. There were probably, we don't know how many missions he ran with them, like for other Imperial remnants.
Right.
I
will say, after watching this movie, though, I was like, okay, they introduced the stack of Sabacc cards, and we only got one person off of that list. Can we have a season 4 where it's literally just going after the rest of the deck?
Yes. I want that whole show. I want like a spin-off of like New Republic Chronicles or something, where
this could be
Mando's
the new
part of it, or
this could be the New Republic Rangers, what we were supposed to get but didn't, and now
yes, that. Yeah, I don't want to. Well, I think we could probably talk about it next time in 2 weeks, but I want to see. I want to discuss some of the criticisms and some of our responses to that. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I don't want to get into it right now at an hour and 3 minutes, but let's shake out, because there were a lot of criticisms like before and after the movie came out, and I feel like I want to discuss and see like which ones we think are legit, or which ones are just clickbait, or which ones are unfounded. And I think we could probably make a whole meaty section of an episode about that. So why don't we pencil that in? While we're talking about the future, next week we will not be here. Marty's on vacation. Where are you going for vacation? Nal Hutta?
I'm not going to Nal Hutta. I'm staying away from there. No Nal Hutta, no Nar Shaddaa. The whole hut section's out of the question. No, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to the beach. I guess I'm going to Adelphi. So
nice. All right. Or Scarif if it's many years after the. There's probably still pretty beaches before. Yeah. Or what's that place? What's the place Andor was vacationing when he got picked up?
Oh,
after the heist.
Niamos.
Yeah. Niamos. Yeah. There's an option too. Just don't keep walking away. Just sit down. If he had just sat down and acted like a tourist, oh my God! Everyone else around him is sitting. Whatever. I'm still mad about it. His instincts in that moment were absolute garbage. That's all. They weren't even looking directly at him. If he had just sat down, God, whatever. I'm not so bad. Anyway, we hope you guys enjoy what we're doing here. We like to do the positive podcast thing and not focus on the negatives. And like we have criticisms here and there. We like to where we will. I think we can definitely say that we're both biased in favor of Star Wars and especially in favor of the Mandalorian. But we hope you enjoy what we're doing here. We try and focus on the positive, and if we have bad things to say or criticisms, just say them and point it out and just be. But not going to shame anybody for liking it or ignoring it, and we're not going to try and convince people not to watch it or boycott it, whatever. But we're trying to focus on the positive, and it's way more fun to think about what we love about Star Wars, what we like to celebrate about Star Wars, and what makes us happy that we're Star Wars fans. So again, we hope you enjoy that. Again, we are Star Wars Culture Live, and follow us everywhere, pretty much everywhere. On Facebook, you can follow us at Culture Slate or Episode 9 News. You can also follow us individually. You can see our names there on the screen. I am at Nerdiest Stepdad everywhere, and Marty here is at Core World Network on several platforms. And so you can chat with us or comment on our videos or send us messages about things you want to see on the podcast or any Star Wars thing in general. We're always happy to nerd out with people. But we're not going to have an episode next week. Marty is on vacation at a beach, and I'm jealous and excited for him. And he will have fun with that. And then we will most likely see you. I haven't looked at my schedule, but I think I'm not on the road yet. So we will most likely see you in 2 weeks, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. And we'll talk about some of the criticisms and fan reactions and things about the Mandalorian and Grogu. So until then, what was I doing? Where's the thing? Got to turn that off. Yeah. Until then, have a good night, have a good week, and may the Force be with you. Also, because of the movie that we just talked about, this is the way.
This is the way.